Now, son, you told me you have a special cure.
Yes, Father. I'm working on it.
Well, now is the time.
But it's for animals, Father, not men.
Just imagine, I'm one of your beasts of burden. Do for me the same as you will do for him.
Yes, Father. I will try. Did you not believe my cure will work?
Of course not.
Then why did you tell me to do it?
To make the commander go away.
But it did work.
Yes.
Is it a miracle then?
A miracle. You're a foolish boy. Perhaps it is. Come on. José María. Father Vizcaíno, tear me some cloth. He's dying. Father Vizcaíno. Obedience. Get the surgeon.
I'm afraid of the arrows.
The tent cannot protect you. Father, the surgeon, I order you. Father Vizcaíno. Father. I'm right here, son.
For your leg. For your leg.
Pray with me. Dios mío, me arrepiento de corazón por verte ofendido. Pésame por el infierno merecido y por el cielo que he perdido.
ship must sail.
These priests are in no condition to travel. And when you're ordered, they'll be treated humanely. Governor, I will hear the order.
It will be as he says.
Yes, sir.
Not found.
Not found.
Father Crespi tells me you raised a cross in Monterrey.
In a place that Monterrey was supposed to be.
Traveling to Alta California and not seeing its famous bay. Like going to Rome and not seeing its Pope.
Either the maps are wrong or the dunes filled everything in.
You found nothing.
Nothing. No Pope, no Vatican, nothing but sand.
Then we go back. We try again.
We cannot go back, Father. I have lost over half of my men. And even if I had men, there wouldn't be any horses for them to ride.
The food ran out.
We ate them.
Then we go by ship. Captain Perez will be returning.
Captain Perez will not stop here. His orders are to sail to Monterrey, directamente.
And not finding us there, he will sail down here. Your orders were to find Monterrey, Governor. Now, you will try with God's help or forsake him.
It is God who has forsaken us. How long?
Into the feast of San Jose,
3 weeks.
the patron of La Misión Sagrada.
We have had this discussion many times, you and I. And each time, Father, it ends the same way. And this time I say, all right, I will give your saint until March 19th, but when that day comes, there'll be no more talking, no more praying. We leave this place to the Indians and to the saints. But we, nosotros, we leave. We go! What's going on?
He was stealing. He took this from the sick tent. Padre, no mire. No mire, padre.
I need to see the
Por Dios,
prisoner.
por Dios.
¡Muévete!
Well, please do not remove this tent.
Governor Portola says we must be prepared today, Father. Today is March the 19th.
Yes, but this is Father Serra's tent. And Father Serra and I are staying.
Y la limpia concepción.
He is well.
When he sings, when he prays, yes. When he stops, not so well.
The fathers have arrived from San Antonio and San Luis Obispo.
No, Father, just you. The letters were never sent.
Not sent.
The writer forgot to take them.
Yes, sir. 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 Yes, sir.
Gaspar de Portola.
Portola arrived in Baja California with orders which reflected his superiors' expectations of the Jesuits be arrested and essentially treated like criminals as they had been in New Spain. Portola was an honorable man faced with a very dishonorable situation. The Alta California colonies essentially were the result of the 7 Years' War. The Spanish desire to colonize Alta California was primarily a military global strategic move. The concern was that the Manila Galleon route, which essentially was the merchant connection to Asia, made landfall along the Alta California coast. And there were silver mines in northern Mexico, which were, or at that time, northern New Spain, which were essential to the Spanish economy. You're fighting upwind the entire way. A vessel, a square rig vessel, can only travel within about 70 to 75 degrees of the wind. So an upwind sail essentially is like a hiker going up a very steep hill. You have to switch back and forth, which means that you go much slower, and you are going to go about 4 times the distance than you would if you just hiked straight up the hill. Perez's relief expedition departed San Blas with orders to sail directly to Monterrey with an expected rendezvous with Portola and the land expedition. Of course, Portola had failed to find Monterrey and ended up returning to San Diego. Father Serra at that time was 56 years old. He was on a frontier, and there was no turning back.
That was a very difficult and very significant expedition as well. It was probably every bit as difficult as coming from Baja California to San Diego. They went through several hundred miles of, once again, uncharted territory, both in geography and people. However, they went by Monterey Bay without understanding that they had actually arrived at Monterey Bay. They continued on thinking that the Monterey Bay must be further north because they still hadn't found it, and that there must be something wrong, possibly with the coordinates that had been established by Vizcaíno. So they went as far as San Francisco Bay, and they were the first Europeans to discover San Francisco Bay, which was quite intriguing because ships had been sailing past San Francisco Bay for centuries before, and without having any idea that this spectacular, enormous bay existed.
much for the theories of God and Caesar, church, and state. Because once Serra saw that his Jesuit brothers were on prison ships, he knew that his Franciscan brothers could wind up there too. What a realization. What I feared has come upon me.
With the ships underway, Serra began his trek to meet Portola on the frontier, visiting his missionaries at their new Baja posts as he moved north.
We're on the outskirts of Loreto. It was here that Father Serra took his first steps to California. His first stop would be at San Javier, where he would meet his longtime friend, Francisco Polo, who would be waiting for him. Knights of the Cross, Knights of the Line, soldier, in the trench, the gnawing feeling, the astronaut, the countdown, all the preparation is behind us. This is the moment. We're going.
The voyage was perilous from start to finish.
The captain says we cannot make port. The wind is blowing us too far south.
I heard them say to run the ship aground and swim for it. I'm afraid of the water. I don't swim. What do they want?
Pray with me.
Blankets. They want more blankets, perhaps. Father Serra.
Father Vizcaíno, look out there. What do you see?
Ocean.
Look out there.
Here. Look along my stuff.
A sail.
San Antonio,
A ship.
under the command of Juan Perez, sailing, of course. I see that returns from Monterrey, where we're not, to San Diego,
A ship, Father Serra, a ship.
where we are. Yes, Father Vizcaíno, ship. You're expecting a choir of angels? Father Vizcaíno, will you say a prayer of thanks with me?
Fire the cannon! Obedience?
Yes, Father.
A ship! A ship!
Father Serra, do you see what my Santo Patron, San Antonio, can do?
San Antonio, yes. The patron of the ship which saved us.
I have asked him to make you well, and I know he will do it. We have prepared a fine meal for you. Will you have supper with us?
Ring the bells in honor of this estimado señor Don José Canizares. I remember you from our first days in San Diego. Oh, no. On your feet, man. These hands help me dig graves for our fallen comrades in San Diego.
Yes, Father. I remember.
Well, I'm grateful you journeyed this far to distant ports to spread some earth over mine. Francisco, we will not speak of that. What is this?
I found it in the graveyard. They put it in the hands of a woman who died last evening.
She was Shumash. This is sacred to them. Yes.
We toil in the mystic vineyard.
Yes. At night, I see them.
See who?
Lights. Moving in the darkness. Almas del fuego. Moving from one place to another. Souls. We came together for God.
But I repeat, I shall never consent to your reverence going by sea. You must travel the land to take measure of its inhabitants.
Sir, when I arrived at Veracruz, I traveled on foot to Mexico. When I went into the Sierra Gorda, it was again on foot. I can assure you that if necessary, I will walk all the way to Monterrey.
But for more sentimental reason, Serra remained at Loreto until Easter Tuesday. That would have been 20 years to the day that he had climbed up to the shrine of Nuestra Señora de Bonani in Majorca to say farewell to his native land and people. Now he was traveling even further from them, toward a destiny unknown.
You can't possibly ride. You're going to fall.
I ride better than I walk. And better than I say goodbye to an old friend. Let's go. Hold this tight. Know that God is with you right now in this place. Yes? Yes? Requiem aeternam, dona ei domine, et lux perpetua, lucia ei, requiescat in pace. Amen.
Padre, no mire, padre.
I need to see the
Por Dios,
prisoner.
por Dios.
Muévete.
Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre.
There's no fear now.
Father Serra, do you see what my Santo Patron San Antonio can do?
San Antonio, yes. The patron of the ship which saved us. Wherever we're laid to rest, know that you and I shall walk side by side in paradise.
Yes.
Now, close the door and await me for my vespers before too long. Miracle boy, first you cure my leg, then you bring me the most joyous news in my life. One more miracle, please. Help me to get up. Chad.
Your parents told me to remind you that they will come to Palma next week to see you. You're leaving tomorrow.
Yes.
You're leaving them tomorrow.
Francisco, I left them long ago. When I became a Franciscan, I ceased to be Miguel Serra de Petra Mallorca. I left this world and everything in it. My name, my home, even my parents.
But you still have to say goodbye. When I think of Mexico, I see only mountains. The Sierra Gorda.
And if you look hard enough, you'll see two friars walking into them together.
If you die, you will have your martyrdom and your pride. And they will still have their paganism. All you will see now is more and more paganism the closer you get to the frontier.
My guest is leaving so soon.
Yes, I travel much better in the morning.
Miguel, you cannot always just leave without saying goodbye.
Pride! It would be recorded that pride was the reason for your fall. Remember, a third of the stars fell from heaven.
Yes, I know. But 2/3 of them did not.
Sounded doble.